just a quick one. You know, I'm here to be giving you tips and tricks of how to go into the ready-to-wear business. Look for bill material. I'll try as much as possible to go to the market. I will show you how I shop for my materials. Gather up to 30,000 if you are a beginner. I started with 30,000. Gather 30,000. Go to these bill materials. These ones they put on the ground. Target the day they are going to open bill. Go there. Don't rush. If you stand and look at that bill, you will say there's nothing there. Sit down. Tell them to give you chair. Sit down. Put your hand under of the bills. They draw out cloth wey dem don forget. Even some of the clothes you will pull out, the owners of the bill have even forgotten that they have that material there, and you will be shocked at what you get. Who told you they are not selling? People, fashion designers are not selling. Be there. Be there. Today we are making this tutorial. You can see what makes it looks like if you go to all these roadside people selling ready to wear. In fact, those people are selling. No, if you observe, they are increasing by the day. So if they are not selling, they won't be coming out like that. But then look at it. You see that almost all of them have the same style. Why don't you break out of that norm? Look for new design. Come online. That's why we are here. If you people want more videos of style, tell me. I will pump you with more. In my other channel, I don't want people bombarding, because this is two different YouTube channels I'm having. One is strictly for designs, latest designs where they come up. Then this one is for tutorial. Now, if you go there, you might end up not watching my the videos I'm posting there, because they are just styles, and at the end of the day it will bring down my performance there. So every YouTube channel for what it's known for. This is strictly for tutorial. I wouldn't want a situation whereby I post the link of that YouTube channel here and you people will go there and will not watch all the videos. It will bring down the performance. Before you know, my revenue there will start coming down. So let's just stick to tutorial. But if you request, I will pull a video from there just like I did yesterday and post it here. What am I saying? This is what we are making today. Make this jumpsuit with what's it? Duchess satin Duchess. That's what it's called. If you use ordinary satin looks fake and looks, the feeling is somehow. If you use Duchess looks somehow dull. But if you look at this one, it's shiny. It's called shiny Duchess. Satin Duchess. Me, I don't know. If I see it, I'll know it. If you even see it, it looks thicker and it's shiny and it's of higher quality. Somebody was telling me that this is Mikado. This is not Mikado. Mikado does not flow. Mikado is strong. Okay? But this one is flowing. It's shiny, but it's flowing. Then, secondly, what you are going to consider is your client's tummy when making this jumpsuit. Now, I'm going to tell you what you are going to do so that this jumpsuit can fit for anybody. Do you understand? But your client must not be a heavy person around the waistline, or the person is ready to help you out with girdle. Now, if the person is going to be wearing girdle, the day you are going to be taking this measurement, let the person wear the girdle and come. Do you understand? Because as you can see, this jumpsuit is fitted. Now, I've already made a tutorial on jumpsuit, but I'm going to be making this because it's a special request from someone that is very close to me. Gang. Hey. So sit back and relax and watch this video. Now, on how to make your trouser for the jumpsuit, right? So this is your client standing here. This is your client standing this way. Okay? And this is your client's waist. Put a tape here. Take it round under the person's hip. Like this, inside here. Pass it round and take it to the waist again. Whatever you got there is your crotch. But let's assume that you don't want to do that. You are going to do hip divided by 4. That's your crotch. But if you look at this jumpsuit, you see that the band came up. So it's a high waist trouser to start with. Can you see? So it's a high waist trouser. So I will advise add 2 inches to whatever you got from this hip divided by 4. Add 2 inches. 2 inches will be just fine so that it will be fitted. Now follow the instruction on how to make your pant trouser. If you do not know how to make your pant trouser, the link is on the description box. Palazzo pant trouser. That's what they use for this jumpsuit. I want to concentrate on the upper bodice because the upper bodice is more technical. Now let's go right into this tutorial. And like I used to tell you, I have my borderline right here. Now for the neckline we are going to be using is the person's exact measurement, that is bust divided by 12. Whatever you got there is what you are going to be using for here, and then we are coming down by 2.75 inches because it's a turtleneck. Now I will impute my shoulder line so that it will help me with my armhole. So my shoulder line is 8 inches, right? And I'm bringing down the same 8 inches here, which is 8 inches again. Okay, so my armhole depth is going to be 8 inches since my shoulder line is 8 inches. So armhole depth is 8 inches. Remember that we are slanting out 1 inch, right? You must slant out this 1 inch in this turtleneck. Okay, so 8 inches plus 1 inch down, so whatever is from here to here is going to be 9 inches. And then whatever you cut here, okay, still mark it here so that you can guide your hand to rule your line for your armhole. Now I'm going to be marking out my bust line, and this is my bust line. I'm going to be marking out my waistline, and this is my waistline, right? This is my waistline. That's all you need. You actually do not need that. I will tell you why you do not need that. Okay, so because it's a turtleneck and sleeveless, you can see what they did there. Come in by anyhow your client is comfortable. You can come in by 1 inch on the shoulder line. You can come in by 2 inches on the shoulder line. But I want to make from this place to this place 3 inches. Okay, so when you make it 3 inches, now for us to make our armhole curve, bust divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches, I'm marking it. Bust divided, I'm still marking it somewhere around here. Then for the waist, waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and I have something like this. Remember that we came out by 3 inches here, so all these places on the shoulder is going off. So we now have a new armhole. Can you see? Now, if you like, use that. If you don't like, don't use that. This particular top settled itself. You know why? That helps you to highlight your curves. But this particular style has enough belts to highlight the curve. So if you like, you can impute your dart, but if you don't like, you can leave the dart. Now look under that under bust area. This is the bust line, right? Let's mark my under bust so that we'll be seeing clearly. This is the under bust. Now if you look under that under bust, you will see that there's something like a belt there. Now I need to tell you that that thing you are seeing that dropped in front of the ribbon you are seeing as if it was a belt that was tied is fake. So they just attached it. Because if you look at it, you will see that that belt is standing perfectly without squeezing. Learn to observe your style. Calm down, sit down, look at the style properly. So the band you are going to create, attach it on the two sides of the waist, and that's all. You can make any other design, drop bow tie in front of it, anyhow you like. Okay, so let's cut it out. And let me cut it on fabric and try to show you. So for this one now, there's no difference armhole wise between the front and the back. So between the front and the back is the same thing. The armhole is the same thing. We did not shape out anything. Okay. As I was cutting out this thing now, I made a mistake in the neckline for the front. Please remember, this neckline is wrong now. Okay, I was supposed to cut it nicely out, but I've made a mistake. So I want to cut it on fabric now. I placed my fabric on fold. My fabric being on fold. Remember, I've added my sewing allowance of 1 inch to the pattern. Okay, so this is the front. We set it aside so we can cut the back, and we are still placing the back on fold like so. The only allowance we are going to be adding is just allowance to bend this place. We need the back to be open. That's the style. That's the style. The back is open. So this is the front pattern. Okay, so when we open it up, we have something like this, right? So this is where you're going to fix your collar, your bishop collar. Now this is the back pattern. Okay, now I'm coming to the back pattern, and I am saying that if this is the front pattern, right? If this is the front pattern, now create a band that you will put here. Now this band should be less than this place. So don't sew it to this place, don't sew it to this place, just attach it here and attach it here. Do you understand? So here will be free. It will now make, when the person wears it, this one will become very tight on the person, and this one will be forced to gather in a way like this under. That is what you are seeing on that picture. This place is not sewn. Now I'm telling you, for this one to stand the way that one on there is standing, use hard stay to iron on this one, this particular one, iron on it, hard stay. Okay, that is what is going to tie it down. We set this aside. That's for the front. Now for the back pattern, this is the back pattern. We open our back pattern like so. Can you see how this back pattern is going to be? I am now saying reduce only 1/2 inch for the back. Reduce 1/2 inch, right? Divide it into 2 because it's divided into 2. Place like so, place like so. You will do exactly what you did for the back for the front. Do you understand? Now you will cut your bow tie. And you will fix it as in a continuation from here. Do you understand? Continuation from here. This is another bow tie. Okay, this is another bow tie. You will cut your bow tie. You know, I just cut this one. This bow tie has to be turned inside out. If you don't lay anything, it doesn't really need to. It needs to be falling anyhow. So don't lay anything. Just turn it inside out. Okay, attach it to the edge. Make sure it ended where this band ended. Do you understand? It should be, this tip should be the same size with this band you have placed here. Okay, so anybody looking at it will think it's this band that went straight into this bow tie. Do you understand? Now you will make it to be exactly the same size, so this person will tie on the 2 sides. Do you understand? Now the essence of this one now is for waist snatching. You are going to use this one to snatch the waist. Now you will now mark the bust line on this back pattern, okay, and attach extra another bow tie. Can you see? So now you are going to now attach the final one, which is going to be for the neckline. Okay, so when this client tie the first one for the neck, it will drop. Tie the second one for the bust area, it will drop. Then tie this one that is for the waist and snatch it very well. You can see this lady is looking snatched. Snatch it very well. Then I'm now saying that when you make your collar here, go ahead to make a button so that this bow tie will just be for fancy. Let them just tie it and let it drop for fancy. Because if you say it's this bow tie you want to use and connect this collar, it might be losing. The person might not be able to tie it well. It might be losing. So it will not give this fitting you are seeing around the neckline in front. Do you understand? So make a button okay, so that the collar should stand on its own. Now whatever you tie here should be for fancy. This one will be for fancy, not for really for fancy. This one will have work to do, but see the one main thing that is giving shape here is this one. They will tie this one to snatch the waist, and that is basically all. Now remember to attach your trouser pattern here, trouser bodice here, both front and back, and your top is ready. This is basically it. If you still do not understand, let me know so that I'll be able to cut on fabric for you. Thank you guys for watching, and happy Vlogmas day. See you guys tomorrow for the next tutorial. Tomorrow I think I should be uploading this video on um full bust adjustment practical. I'm cutting it on a fabric, full size fabric, so be online tomorrow to watch. I've already done a video of how I made it on the pattern. Now tomorrow I'll be making it on a full size fabric. I'm cutting for somebody, so you see it on a full fabric. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm seeing you in my next video.